Warning.
Some of our videos will contain firearms, munitions, and live fire actions. And we would like to take and go ahead and warn you briefly with this. A lot of this stuff is dangerous. And if you've not had the training, nor been around anybody with, or had not had the supervision, don't try this at home. And remember,
Practice all gun safety rules. Treat all firearms as if they're loaded. Know your backstop and what you're shooting into. Never point a firearm at anything you wish to not destroy.
and plain and simple and plain with it, just remember, don't do stupid stuff with your firearms.
Or you could kill somebody or yourself. Hello everybody, today we're going to take the Sig Mosquito and compare it
To the GSG Firefly.
Before you make the purchase, please watch. So today the two guns we're going to be comparing is on my left, this is a Sig Mosquito, it's pink, it's my wife's. On the right is the GSG Firefly, this one is mine. When comparing the two, you can look, the trigger guard's the same, trigger's the same, the takedown lever, the decocker, the safeties are in the same position, they're the same size, they both are ambidextrous. The mag release is the same, and then the mags, the only difference in the mags is on the bottom of the Sig Sauer Mosquito. It actually has the stamp. I don't know if you can see it well or not, but it does say Sig Sauer on it. The GSGs don't. If you don't care if it says Sig Sauer on it and you need more mags for your Mosquito, buy the Firefly mags and you'll get them a lot cheaper. Alright, I'm going to show that both these guns are actually empty. And then after I lock them both back, we'll talk about some other things that are the same on these guns. Now holding them up, if I put them next to each other, they're exactly the same length other than the barrel, and that's because the Firefly barrel does have a threaded barrel on it. I want a threaded barrel on mine because I do have a couple suppressors and I like shooting that. She doesn't really shoot that much, so that doesn't matter. Looking at the width between the two, there isn't a difference in the width, and looking down the sights, they're actually the same colored sights. They have like a yellow tint. Don't know if you can tell that or not, but they are the same sights on both as well. The only difference, looking on the left side of the gun, is the GSG and the Sig Sauer. Both say made in Germany. And then flipping them over to the right side, the only difference is Firefly is written on the GSG and Mosquito is actually engraved in there. Now you do notice that the serial number is a little further forward on the GSG than the Sig Sauer. Now I'm going to break down each one of them and let you see what they look like broken down, also how to break them down. So you're going to lock them back, take the slide release lever 180 degrees, and pull back and over the top of the barrel. And then you're going to take your guide rod, take it out of the spring, and it's field stripped. Same thing on the GSG, breaks down the same exact way. Turn the lever 180 degrees to the front, then pull back over the top, and then remove the guide rod from the spring. And that's how you break them down. They break down exactly the same way. Now hold them back up again, you'll notice a couple more differences. One is the hammer on the Sig Sauer Mosquito is black and the GSG is stainless. And then it looks like, I could be completely wrong, but it looks like that the feed ramp is a little different on them, but it could just be where I've not cleaned hers. On the slides, holding the slides up next to each other now that they're broken down, they are exactly the same size. Looking on the inside of them, looking on the inside of the slide, you will notice that the Mosquito now has a few silver parts, whereas the GSG has some black parts in it. They look exactly the same, they're the same size, it's just different color. Could be different metals that they're made out of, or that some were just finished under the factory under one and not under the other. Now I'm going to go ahead and reassemble both of them and show you a trick on how to reassemble these. Trick I found out. If you push the guide rod all the way through after you put it in the spring and then hold it with your other hand, then it's going to be a lot easier because it's hard to get that lined up with the frame. So if you push it down in there and then pull it back just a little bit, let it go, then it'll line up a little better. And then once you sit it down on the back, just pull it back, and then you'll notice that it won't go forward on its own. What it is this hammer still has a little pressure pushing up on the slide, so you can just pull down on the hammer a little bit and it'll go on down, and you just slide your slide release back over 180 degrees and decock it, and you're done. Now I'll go ahead and just reassemble the GSG really quick just to show you. I'm going to use the same exact trick that I just showed you, so if you didn't see it the first time or you're working on trying to get yours back together, you don't have to rewind. You can just watch me do this. Make sure you hold that, slide your barrel through, let go. Once you get it so far back, it'll fall into place. Then when you put it over the back, make sure you press down on this hammer again and it'll slide forward. Go ahead and decock it after you slide this back around 180 degrees. And there you go. So there you go. Sig Mosquito GSG Firefly, same gun. We also did a shooting comparison of both guns. I apologize we wasn't able to get a video of that, but I will tell you that they both grouped exactly the same, so the barrel's not different in them either. I think the barrel's made out of the same kind of metal and everything. They grouped exactly the same. As far as ammunition,
we found that both guns have about the same taste in ammo. They don't like the bulk ammunition and the cheaper standard velocity ammo, but high velocity stuff seems to be good to go. CCI Mini Mag, Winchester High Velocity, these pistols eat it with no problem.
So yet again, just to reconfirm everything, these are the same exact guns. They just have different branding on them. Okay everybody, so after you've seen the comparison, there was one thing I wanted to point out to you that I didn't in the video. On the grip, there is one other difference. The panel is exactly the same, but on the Sig Mosquito, it does say Sig Sauer.
And on the GSG Firefly, it's got the logo of GSG on it.
So after comparing the two, as you could see in the video, they are exactly the same gun. There is no differences between them that we can tell at all. So before you go on a gun broker or somewhere, since the Mosquito can't be found new anywhere anymore, and pay $400 to $450,
you can take and go to a local gun store and purchase the GSG Firefly, which is essentially the same gun, for a little over $200 and a better value.
So thanks everybody for watching the video in comparison. Hope it helped you make a choice, and please like and subscribe us, and hopefully we'll be able to get more out in the future.
Thanks.